Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 16 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
On third down, Marino. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham. That one caught by Carter. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham. Middle of the field to Jefferson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 2. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 76 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Cunningham. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. they stopped them shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adrian Peterson. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Igbenogany elects not to return, and the football will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw again on second down. Marino. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Marino will look to throw on first. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Marino to throw it. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Marino. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 2nd down, Peterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Peterson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Cunningham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Marino. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Marino will throw. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Marino to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Marino. Over the middle, complete. That's Clayton. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 37. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They go play action with Marino. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here's Marino. This one swung out to Williams. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Sanders' kick is good, and a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Now Cunningham. Buying time to his left. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Vikings hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On second down, here's Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Cunningham looking to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Off the bootleg. Cunningham. Step. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham forced out to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second and very short, Marino, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And finding the tight end Rudolph. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That throw by Marino incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And he comes back with one complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Marino sets up. Powering forward. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Here we go again with Marino. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And Rudolph has it left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Cunningham. Touchdown. Nick Muse. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now a throw here to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Now a short one to Gesicki. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking to throw. Cunningham. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A chance for Waddle on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, Peterson. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. in danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Cunningham. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go. It's Marino on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 30. 10, 5. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
2nd down, Peterson again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cunningham. Here's a screen to Powell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Cunningham. Oh, strip. The ball comes out. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Miami set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So.
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there, and just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' second Super Bowl title.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Stafford now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
41 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. And now they'll throw with Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Lance now on first down. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Stafford on 3rd down. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. A give up the middle to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Rolling to his right, and his throw is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a play fake. Lance. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On play action, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 25. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Stafford to Higbee there, Rams 1st down. On the counter, this is Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Trey Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 2nd down at 5. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down again.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Play action, now it's Lance. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off and on comes Robbie Gould. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 44, Stafford, middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure
Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on 2nd and 16. Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Lance again. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lance to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they faked the handoff. Now Lance had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Lance firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Here's McLeod on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Lance going to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 24.
The Niners on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that is incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
Now Lance.
Buying time to his left.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing now is Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Lance.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw. Lance.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A first carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Lance. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Basham from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. And Lance again going to keep it. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. He'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Stafford looks to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Stafford here.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Again, it's Stafford. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was